Hello everyone, welcome to my video, and before I start, let me first introduce myself. So I am Ryzen Bisilagan from BTVTED FSM3C, and this video is about Lesson 6. So Lesson 6 entitled Culture, How It Defines Moral Behavior. The absolute freedom that the existentialists and the phenomenologists are talking about does not, of course, exist in the vacuum. It only exists in the world with all its spatio-temporal conditions, its facticity. When we say facticity, it means the givens of our situation, such as our language, our environment, and our previous choices and ourselves, and their function as in itself constitute facticity. So, what is culture? According to Taylor, as quoted by Palispis 1997, culture is an integrated pattern of human knowledge, beliefs, and behaviors. This consists of language, ideas, customs, morals, laws, taboos, institutions, tools, technique, and work of art, rituals, and other capacities and habits acquired by a person as a member of the society. According to Magisterium of Church, culture is a set of means used by mankind to become more virtuous and reasonable in order to become fully human. Based on this church definition, it is clear that culture is meant to serve human person. So the definition of culture varies from different and various perspectives. Sociologists categorize culture as material and non-material culture. Material culture is the physical object that a society produces. So these are an example of material culture. Non-material culture consists of language, values, rules, knowledge, and meanings shared by the members of the society. The human person and culture. You are not born nothing. Those who are born with this culture, educated through this culture, are persuaded that there is God. And then God gives a divine order, and then law keep and govern the world, which includes you. So therefore, we are not born nothing. So as long as we have something to do, we have something to believe, and as long as we have God, we will continue to live. Culture change or evolve. It could be by enculturation, inculturation, or acculturation. So what is the difference of the three? So enculturation is a process by which an individual learns the traditional content of culture and assimilates its practice and values. A person that grows into a culture acquire competence in that culture, and that culture takes root in that person. So enculturation means that whatever the person is used to say, to do, or to act since he or she was born, then he or she will continue to do it. As we all know that saying po or opo is taught to us since we were a child, and once the child is used to do it or to say it, then he or she will continue to do it or to say it until he or she grows up. So next, enculturation. So enculturation means that a process of engagement between a Christian gospel and a particular gospel. It is not an action, but a process that unfolds over time. So enculturation means that whenever you do something, you also need to bear in mind the Christian beliefs. Next is acculturation. Acculturation is a cultural modification of an individual or a group of people by adapting or borrowing traits from another culture. So therefore, acculturation means the merging of culture. And as I've searched into the internet, this is an example of acculturation. And an example also of acculturation is the borrowing of the fashion sense of the Filipinos from the Americans. The generation nowadays, as we can see, they love wearing crop tops, wearing clothes, and that kind of fashion sense is from the Americans. So that's all for enculturation, inculturation, and acculturation. So let's move on to our next topic. So our next topic will be about how culture shapes moral agent. Culture definitely affects the way we evaluate and judge things. Yes. Why? Because we have different cultures. We have different beliefs. We have different perspectives. An example is in celebrating the birthday. There are those persons who don't celebrate their birthdays, and there are those persons who loves to celebrate their birthdays. Both beliefs are okay. There's nothing wrong with it. As a person, respect is very important. Even though we grow up in different cultures, we must always respect each other's culture. Our main task in this world is to love one another. And in order for us to love one another, respect must be present. So I guess that's all for lesson 6. I hope you learned something. So the following will be the key takeaway of this lesson. And thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video.